Thank you, Concord. First of all, I want to say it's clear that I support the motion. I want to welcome the motion, but I think one thing that should be made clear that motions in here, unfortunately, governments don't listen often enough. I can assure Deputy Healy-Rae, whether the Greens or whether Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil, it's like the Chihuahua pulling the Great Dane's tail at the moment with what's going on in this country, that the Greens are dictating the pace. But I can assure them they tried once to stop us cutting turf and they failed, and they won't succeed a second time, and let that be loud and clear to the Green Party if they try anything on. We know that carbon tax has gone up. We know that people in rural Ireland are basically hit with a double taxation at the moment. At the moment as well, and people don't realise that this government is trying to bring in a bill to stop exploration of oil and gas anymore. And what we need to realise is that the gas that's coming in from Europe goes through England, goes through the UK, and we know the situation that has developed at the moment in the UK. We have no reliance, we have no security of fuels now in this country, whether we like that or not. And whether we have all the wind turbines in the world, you still need the gas plants running at 50%. So we need to get real. We are now putting our country, no more than with electricity, at a danger in energy supply. There is also a situation developing as well that Bordnamona, where they have closed down their bogs, there was private contractors just rent pieces off them, that ordinary people in the rural areas got enough of turf for their own fire. And Tom Donlan, instead of hiding behind some of his people down lower in Bordnamona, needs to come out and clarify the situation, what's going on there. I got a phone call this morning from a person in both Clare and my constituency that stated very clearly that they're living in a social house. They have these oil heaters or electric heaters that's looking after the house. And between the electricity, PSO levies and heating the house with the electric heaters, it's costing €75 per week. They were wondering, was there any other type of new heater that would help in the situation, or would the council do something else? And retrofitting is important, and we all support that, and every mechanism to reduce the consumption of energy is fully endorsed by everybody. But the reality of it is, it comes at a price. And I will acknowledge to the Minister over there, Minister Humphreys, that last year, in fairness, the fuel allowance was extended for an extra period of time, and I think that that has to be acknowledged and welcomed. And I would hope that the same is done again. But the worry I have, that if you extend it for the rest of the year at the moment, with the way the Green Party is pulling the tails of the rest of them, we are going to be living in a country that you'll be looking out a half door, but you mightn't live too long because you'll be perished, or you mightn't have electricity. We are putting this country at a risk at the moment, and we need to stop and call stop. Everyone believes in doing things better. Everyone believes in trying to be more efficient. But you cannot cut off your nose to spite your face just to dot an I and cross a T to your parliamentary party and say, I got this through because it was in the programme for government. Or we are now living in an Ireland, and look at the peat briquettes from Bordnamona are to 2024, 2025. But I've been told by about 20 people in the last week that there is loads of them coming in from Germany. Be proud of yourselves that that's happening at the moment. That there is loads of mill peat coming in now from Estonia and indeed some other countries for our horticulture sector. Be proud of yourselves that there's a boat now bringing it across, even though we have it beside us. It's like telling the Arabs that we'll sell them oil at the moment. And this is the country that we are now shaping to be. Telling everyone, oh sure, look, we're great. We're so clean and we're so green. But you know what? No more than the Mercosur deal that some of them are twisting and turning about voting for now. The reality of it is that we seem to be in Europe, and indeed in Ireland, happy to import everything and say, oh, well, look, we only used it here. We didn't dig it up out of the ground, or we didn't do this, that, or the other. I think that a bit of cop-on needs to be used at the moment, and this train that's a runaway train will be stopped, because I can guarantee you, and I will assure you, and I will assure the Green Party, that the minute this pandemic is over, the minute the pandemic is in a place that people can stand up, that the people in rural Ireland will show ye in Dublin here what and the anger that they have with what you're at.
Thank you.